Hi, I'm Bob Kraus, President of the Veterans National Recovery Center, and I'm here today for episode 2 of our interview with Abbey Williamson Pearson. Abbey is a victim of spousal abuse in the United States Army. It started with some PTSD, and the PTSD blew up into something very ugly. But Abbey'd like to talk to you about her husband and the good qualities that he had before he acquired the PTSD. Abbey?
Yes, my husband, the love of my life, and of course I'm gonna rave about him, but others would too. He was a great person. He always wanted to be the best and to have people like him, and people did. People loved him. They respected him. He worked harder than he had to. He was nicer than necessary. He was more helpful than he had to be. And he was a good father. He was better with our babies than I was. He could burp them on command. He was their hero. I was a little jealous. He was Superman. And to his friends and his soldiers, he was the guy that they called. When they needed something, when they needed someone to talk to. This guy now, I don't know. It's not the same.
How was he with the kids? What did he do with the children?
He was always with them. He was always, it was like the perfect dad, because he wanted to be the best at everything. And so he spent every moment he could playing outside with the boys. We have all boys. Trying to teach them how to ride bikes and be men.
That's wonderful. He sounds like just a fantastic husband. Now, so then you said that he went to USAREC, which is the United States Army Recruiting Command, and at that command, the quotas went up because they've had troubles recruiting, and they were trying to expand the Army, and so the pressure came on. Can you tell me a little bit about how he got into the command? What happened as he was there?
Yes. He went in. He was very positive going in because, like I said, he always wanted to try his best and be the best. And for a while, things were good. I think, though, that now that he was in an office-type setting, he had a lot more time to think. He wasn't in constant motion. And he had a chance for these things that he had buried deep to catch up with him. And it happened slowly at first, and then quickly as several things in his life happened last year. His friend committed. His dad was sick. He was in a terrible car accident. Just a bunch of things in a row. And after the death of his friend, he kind of fell apart.
Was that a suicide?
It was.
How many suicides did he have out of his battalion, from his old 101st Airborne Battalion?
According to the newspaper, there were 17 suicides.
In one battalion. Yeah, that's incredible. Yeah.
Yes, so much so that they were put on stand down. And he was called in, it was like every weekend, for accountability. Every time someone, took their life, they called everybody in to make sure everybody else was okay. And that seemed to happen every weekend for a long time.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of pressure to be under, to think that you're losing friends at the rate of one a week, your combat buddies that you're bonded to. Oh, that's just a horrible thing. So,
and I know
Yeah,
People
go
too.
on. Mm-hmm.
I had met them. They were kids, relatively young kids, and they were just, like they survived combat, but they couldn't reintegrate. I believe the same things were happening in his head, but he pushed them so far down. He was a little bit older, he was a little bit more experienced with life, and he was able to push them a little further down.
Okay, now what we're going to... Yeah, he cracked. Yeah. Okay, now what we're going to do is hold that. That's the magic word, he cracked. And we are going to take a quick break here, and we're going to be right back with this fascinating interview with Abbey Pearson. I'm Bob Krause. I'm president of the Veterans National Recovery Center, and we'll be right back. So stay with us after the break.